Hello, happy spring. Welcome to this yoga flow. I got inspired to create this for you after the full moon eclipse and after Easter and all of that. And I was inspired by the mountains that I've been hanging out in. And it's really been fascinating to notice with all of this renewal and rebirth and blooming that happens as we move from winter into spring, just how much space can be created within our own lives in order to have the lushness, the abundance, the magic, and the power that you know lives inside of you, that I know lives inside of you. And a lot of times over the winter, over periods of being a little bit quieter, a little bit darker, we can have a lot of energy that kind of gets stuck in our body. And so today we're going to move really deliberately, creating our foundation from our feet up and then opening up through our hips, through our ribs, through our side bodies, through our shoulders. So you can start to create some space for new air, for new energy to get in and to open up those areas that might feel a little bit tight or a little bit stuck so that you can create that solid foundation to rise up out of, to open up to possibility, to create space in your life, to create space in your work, to create space for whatever you're looking to conjure up in magic wonderfulness in your life. So we're going to move a little bit, we're going to breathe a little bit, and really take this time out for yourself. There's about a little over 20 minutes, and let this be an offering, an opening into new energy, an opening into new possibility, an opening into your own awareness of all of the magic that is both within you and around you all the time in your life. Coming into a comfortable seat, sitting up tall, take a couple of deep breaths in and out through the nose. With the inhale, filling up through your lungs, through your rib cage, through your torso. And with the exhale, softening shoulders away from the ears, relaxing your jaw and your face. Inhaling, feeling the expansion in your belly, in your lower back, in your entire body. Exhaling, again softening, noticing the space as the air moves out of your body. And as you breathe, connecting in, take a quick scan from head to toe. Check in with all the areas of your body, the joints, muscles, anywhere that might be a little tense, anywhere that's feeling like it needs a little extra attention today. Notice too your emotional state, your energy levels. Where are you at right now? Just being aware and taking that awareness into our practice. Bringing hands together at heart center, bowing chin to chest. Let's get started. So coming into a tabletop, all fours, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, belly drawn in. As you inhale, you're going to drop the belly, draw shoulders onto the back, coming into cow. As you exhale, press into the mat, round through the spine, release the head and neck. Inhaling, coming into cow, hips up, shoulder blades draw together. Exhaling into cat. Create space by drawing the belly in and up, head and neck release. One more time, breathing through it, inhaling, opening through the collarbones. And exhaling, releasing head and neck, creating space between the shoulder blades. Coming back to neutral spine, back to tabletop. On your inhale, you're going to extend your right arm forward, left leg back. Elbow spins in toward the face, inner thigh draws in and up, creating one long line right in the center of your body that you're connecting to. On your next exhale, draw your elbow toward your knee, rounding your spine, coming into that cat back. Inhaling, extend long, keep the belly engaged. And exhale, curl in, knee to elbow. One more time, inhale, extend long, steady through your knee and hand. And exhale, curl in, press down to create space. Inhale, extend long. And exhale, release back to tabletop. Coming into the other side, inhale, left arm forward, right leg back. Inner thigh spins in and up on that right leg. Shoulder draws away from the ears. Stay here for the inhale. And as you exhale, curl in, round the spine, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend long and lengthen, create space. And exhale, curl into that space, curl into yourself and your foundation. Inhale, extend long, open up. And exhale, curl in. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, release, tabletop. Back to the other side. Inhale, right arm forward, left leg back. You're going to bend that left knee, reach the heel up toward the ceiling. And if it's accessible to you, you're going to reach back with your right hand for your foot. Pressing into your hand and knee, you're going to kick your foot into your hand, lifting that foot up, lifting the inner thigh up, creating a back bend, creating a stretch through your entire back body. Slowly release back through spinal balance. Come into tabletop. Other side, left arm forward, right leg back. Heel reaches up toward the ceiling, potentially reaching back for that foot. Keep drawing into that center line of the body. Press down through the hand on the ground to lift up, kicking foot into hand, creating space here. Soften your jaw, soften your gaze. One more inhale. And exhale, release through spinal balance, back to tabletop. From tabletop, toes come together, knees wide. Send your hips back to your heels. Child's pose, forehead comes to the mat. Breathe here. Check in with your body and with your breath. Lengthen through the side bodies as you inhale, creating space. Create space in the back of your neck. Rooting, releasing, surrendering, and softening. Trusting in your body, trusting in your breath, and knowing that you're held. Coming forward on an inhale, you're going to bring your toes up. Shoulders are going to stack over wrists. Create some space in your breath, in your body. Maybe you look over one shoulder and then the other. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, hips come back toward the heels, child's pose. Flowing through that a couple of times on your inhale, come forward, toes together, shoulders on the back, open through the heart. Exhale, send your hips back to child's pose, back to your root. Inhaling with that foundation, drawing in, come forward, reach up, reach back. Exhale, release back to child's pose. One more time, inhaling, coming forward, opening through the collarbones, breathing. And exhale, release back into child's pose. Continuing to breathe, always rooting. Slowly coming forward, you're going to make your way to downward facing dog, tucking toes under, sending the hips high, releasing the head and neck. And take a couple breaths here in down dog, rooting through the fingertips, pressing into the hands to lengthen through the spine, lifting hips up. You shift your weight side to side. You bend one knee and then the other, releasing head and neck, creating a solid foundation in the legs. So you inhale, reach your right leg high, bend the knee and open up through the hip. Heel draws toward the left. Actively opening through that right side body, staying strong and rooted through the hands. Slowly straighten the leg, release down to downward facing dog. Left leg reaches high on an inhale, bend the knee and open up through the hip. Continue to lift up through the back of the right leg, lengthening through both side bodies. One more inhale. And as you exhale, begin to straighten that leg and slowly release down, downward facing dog. Taking one breath here. And as you exhale, you're going to look forward between your hands and walk your feet up in between your hands, either together, hips width distance apart. Rooting through the feet, active through the legs, creating a solid base, fingertips to shins. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. And exhale, fold, releasing head and neck, drawing into yourself. Rooting through the feet as you inhale, slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. Drawing belly in, head and neck come up last. When you get to the top, taking a couple of shoulder rolls, lifting shoulders up toward the ears, down and around, creating some space in the chest, creating some space to breathe. On your next inhale, root through the feet. Inhale, reach up tall. Shoulders draw away from the ears. Arms are active and drawing in. Taking your left hand to your right wrist as you inhale and lengthen. And exhale, fold over to the left, opening up through the right side body. Shoulder draws away from the ears. Continue to root through the feet. As you inhale, come back up center, switching out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold over to the right. It's creating space in the left side body. Always looking to create space to breathe, space to move. Inhale, come back up center, release the hands. And exhale, fold forward, opening wide, releasing head and neck at the bottom. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Planting your hands, step back to plank. Shoulders directly over wrists, drawing into that center line of the body. Take a couple of breaths in here, remembering that we're here to create space, to create our foundation so we can open up into possibility, into what's there for us. Drawing elbows in, slowly lower all the way to your mat. Releasing the tops of the feet. Inhale to cobra, draw the chest forward and up, toes and fingers press into the mat. As you exhale, release down. Tuck the toes under. You're going to press up to your knees, keeping a long spine. And exhale, send your hips high, downward facing dog. Full breath in here. Open mouth, exhale. As you inhale, reach your right leg high. As you exhale, you're going to walk your foot up in between your hands into a lunge, creating some space here. Rooting through that front foot, you're going to lift up through the hips just a little bit, create some space, really active through that back leg, lifting up through the inner thigh, strong. Press back through the left heel and use that strength to move forward into the front knee, lengthening through the spine. Coming into pyramid pose, you're going to draw the hips back, begin to straighten that front leg. Work that right hip back in space, lengthening, active through both legs, pressing into your front foot. Spine is long, fold forward over that leg. On your inhale, coming back into your lunge, keeping strong in the back leg. As you exhale, back into pyramid, lengthening, lifting the hips. Inhale, coming forward into a lunge. Exhale, back into pyramid, working that straightening and the bending of the front knee. Back into your lunge on the inhale. Exhale into pyramid, release the head and neck. Inhale, coming forward into a lunge. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to downward facing dog. Other side, inhale, left leg reaches high. As you exhale, walk your foot up in between your hands into a lunge. Same thing here, take a couple of moments to set up your lunge. Hug in through the hips into that center line. Back leg is straight and strong. So we create our foundation, we create that strength and the anchor of the back leg, so that as we move into the hips and move into that front knee, you're supported by your foundation, supported in your root, so that you can actually be and go into where is possible for you. Into pyramid now, drawing the hips back, begin to straighten that front leg. Left hand can come to left hip to start to work that back in space, creating equally across the hips, equal room to lengthen through the side bodies, room to breathe. Press into the inner edge of that front foot. Stay strong through the back leg. Lengthen through the side bodies. Your next inhale, coming forward into a lunge. Keep the back leg anchored. As you exhale, back into pyramid, folding over that front leg. Inhale, coming forward, staying long through the spine, through the back of the neck. And exhale, pyramid. Release the head and neck. Front leg is strong. Inhale, lunge. And exhale, pyramid. Inhale, coming back into a lunge. Exhale, step forward into a forward fold, feet come together. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, fold forward, head and neck release. Inhale, rise all the way up into mountain pose, reach the fingertips tall, and fold over to the right as you exhale. Inhale, coming back center, lengthen. And exhale, fold over to the left. Inhale, center. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Stay here for the inhale. And as you exhale, bending the elbows lower slowly down to your belly. Release the tops of the feet. Inhale, rise up, cobra, shoulders come together on the back. And exhale, release down. Tuck the toes under, pressing up to your knees on an inhale. Exhale, release to downward facing dog. Breathe here. And as you inhale, you're going to reach your right leg high. And exhale, walk forward into a lunge. On your inhale, coming back into pyramid pose. And exhale back forward into a lunge. Planting the left hand down, you're going to take your right hand to your right knee for a second, opening up into a twist and then reaching right arm high. Staying strong and active through that back leg, coming in and out of the hips as you need. And left rib cage is going to spin over toward the right knee as that arm reaches up. Keep hugging into that center line. One more inhale. As you exhale, you're going to release your hands, walk over to the left side of your mat, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Toes face forward. Inhale, halfway lift here. Exhale, fold, releasing head and neck. Rooting down, moving side to side a little bit, creating space in the lower back, strong through the legs. From here, you're going to come back to a halfway lift. Extend your arms out long, drawing the belly in, rising up to star pose, arms reach tall. Shoulders root into their sockets, legs are active and strong. Heels spin in, toes spin out, hands come together at heart center, knees bend, goddess pose. Just a couple moments here. Check in, knees are over the middle toes. Maybe sway a little bit side to side. And then bringing your hands to your thighs, rooting down through the hips even more, chest is up. You take your left shoulder, bring it forward and across, coming into a twist, stretching through the top of the body. Gaze goes over the right shoulder. As you inhale, coming back center, switching sides, press into that right thigh, right knee, open up to the left. Gaze goes over the top of the left shoulder, rooting through that right, finding that stretch. Coming back center, reach your arms high. Exhale, hands to heart center. As you inhale, star pose, reach tall. And exhale, warrior two. Your right knee is going to bend and come to the top of your mat. Front toes are going to stay parallel. Back leg is straight and strong. Front knee is aligned with the middle toes. Rib cage is facing to the left. Arms extend out and gaze goes over the right knee. On your inhale, reaching up and back, opening up through the right side body, continue to move into that front knee. Take a full breath in here. And as you exhale, windmill your hands down, plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, reach the left leg high. Exhale, walk it through between your hands for a lunge. Staying rooted, inhale, pyramid pose, draw the hips back, stay long through the spine. Exhale, coming back into a lunge. Right hand stays planted down. Inhale, left arm, hand comes to the knee to open up through that hip. Create a twist, right rib cage to left knee, and then extend the left arm high. Active through that back leg. Knees are hugging in toward the center line of the body. Right rib cage moves toward the left knee to create a deeper twist. One more inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to release that hand down, making your way into Prasarita, into that wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, star pose. As you exhale, goddess pose. Heels come together, hands come to heart center. Hips sink low, shoulders stay on the back, heart is lifted. So you inhale, you're going to open your arms wide and reach tall. Exhale, bring your hands together back at heart center. Opening up, creating space, inviting everything in on the inhale. Exhaling, hands to heart center. One more time, stay steady in those roots. Inhale, everything, draw it in, pull it back to your heart. So you inhale, stand tall, star pose. And exhale, warrior two to the left, left knee bends. Back leg is strong. Heart is lifted, spine is long. Front knee is aligned and opening out over those middle toes. Arms are active as you reach through the fingertips. On your next inhale, reaching left arm high, right arm comes to the back leg, opening into that side body. Remember that we're creating space to breathe first and foremost. Creating space in our sides. As you release your hands down, step back to down dog. Keep that space. Continue to breathe. Release the head and neck. Hips reach high. And walking feet forward to your hands, you're going to come into a wide-legged forward fold, kind of like we were just in goddess. We're going to come into frog pose, but feet are a little bit closer together. Toes are out, heels are in. I'm going to bring the elbows to the knees and open up so that we're getting a stretch through the collarbones as well. Heels are spinning forward, back of the neck is long, moving side to side. Just taking a couple of breaths here. Noticing if you can create some more space in your ribs. You're going to plant your left hand down, bring your right hand to your right knee and start to open it out to the right. Maybe you stay right here, or maybe you reach that right hand high, coming into a twist, continuing to move the knees away from one another, creating that space again in the lungs. Gently coming back to center, you're going to plant the other hand down, bring the left hand to the left knee and open out, lengthen through the sides, create space in the inner thighs, maybe reaching that left arm high. Continuing to open through the front of the body, either collapsing there, using the strength of your back body, using that strength to support you as you slowly release down. Planting the hands, heels come in. You're going to start to just shake it all out, your entire body, rooting through your feet. Shake out your whole body, everything we just did. Shake it out, create some space, create some energy, jump up and down, whatever you got to do. Shake it all out here. And then come to standing, reach your arms tall. Hands come to heart center here. And breathe. Bring your feet underneath your hips. Notice how your body feels. Notice your breath. Notice your skin. And create that base as we steady ourselves, continue to grow and rise from our roots. So rooting into your left foot, coming into tree pose, you're going to bring your right foot up either to your ankle as a kickstand, bring it up to your calf, or avoiding the knee, you can potentially bring your foot all the way up into your thigh. Pressing down through the left foot, hugging in with the foot and the thigh, pressing them into one another. Staying tall and long through the spine, hands together at heart, or maybe you reach your arms up and open, creating a tree, feeling yourself sway and move as you create your root, create your balance, noticing that it doesn't matter how much gets thrown at us, but it's okay as long as we stay steady in our foundation. Feet come back together, moving into the other side. You're going to root through the right foot and bring your left foot up into either that kickstand with the toes on the ground, sliding it up into your calf possibly, or reaching down and bringing it all the way up into your thigh. Creating the foundation, hugging everything into that center line, opening up through the chest, through the space, softening where you can soften, jaw, shoulders, etc. And allowing yourself to be supported, to be rooted as you open and reach tall. It's hard to reach tall if we don't have a foundation. It's hard to put ourselves out there if we don't have a root and a place to come back to. So that's what you create in your body, in your breath, and in yourself. Every single time you move, you breathe. Coming back to standing, feet come together, hands at heart center. Take a deep breath in through the nose. An open mouth exhale. Pausing. Noticing your foundation. Noticing your body. Arms reach up tall overhead, creating a huge opening, inviting in everything that you desire. With your roots on the ground, you can reach up tall and open up to all of your power, to all of your magic, to everything that's possible for you. Releasing arms by your sides, hands to heart center. Thank you so, so much for joining me today, for doing this for your body, creating space in yourself. Now get out there and have a freaking great day. I'll talk to you soon.